Hello, Jamieson-Folland here with this week's thought, which I call flicking the switch. So this is for those times when maybe we know that we need to exercise and we're not yet, or for whatever reason it's just not happening, or we are thinking a certain way and it's not helping us. It's what we could call negative thinking. So in an ideal world, we'd get out there and get exercising, or we'd switch how we're thinking. So flicking the switch is what I'm saying. And it's like we know that exercise is something that helps us, and so long as it's healthy and safe and appropriate, it will help us. However, if you're anything like me, don't always feel like it. And that might be because it's wet and rainy outside, or it's too hot, or we don't have time. For whatever reason, it's not happening. One of the things that I love about this is that there actually is, you'll rarely hear me say this, that there's actually a magic bullet for this. And that's what I call the flicking the switch. And that's pretty much the only time you'll hear me talk about a magic bullet. And so what is it? Well, the key to this is, and you will have heard this before, is to just do it. Now that's all very well to say. What's behind that? Well, it's all about building that habit to do whatever it is, flicking the switch with our thinking or getting to exercise mode. And the way to do this is to plug into, not only with this habit, but it's a predictable response. Now that's another story for me to talk specifically about that predictable response, which I will do on another vlog and in another blog. Trust me in this process that when we actually simply do it, what that does is it builds this specific habit muscle. And what happens is that means that it completely adjusts our body's approach to that particular thing, be it exercise or thinking. And the thing with this, and the thing is, like with anything that you're going to come across, do not take my word for it, or the person's word who's making the suggestion to you. Actually do it, and really do trial it. Doing it, say, 5 times can be enough to at least just start that pattern. Now, to develop a new habit, we need to give it, the new research now, or latest at the time that I'm recording this, is 66 days. However, we need to start somewhere, and at least doing 1 day, 2 days, 3 days. Because what it does is it kicks in this predictable response, which then actually helps us to keep going and get closer to where it is that we want to go. So message me if you are game enough to do that, and actually take that on for yourself if you're actually up for a change in your life, because this can literally be a game changer in so many areas, but specifically in exercise. We start that process, then the endorphins kicks in, then we feel like it. So it's starting the process before we feel like it and flicking that switch on ourselves. Let me know how you get on.